of meat is on the meat mountain?
All right, so they basically put everything they have in their little mise en place trays. So they got bacon, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, cheddar, Swiss, I think, in there, and chicken strips, all on a bun. And it's stacked very, very high. And it's $10, but it's phenomenal.
It sounds awful, but, whatever.
It was so good.
How paleo is that?
Probably very little. 'Cause what's paleo again? Non-processed?
Yeah.
All right, so the bun was processed, the chicken strips are processed, the pastrami's obviously processed, the bacon's processed, so no.
No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I sort of started thinking meat, and that felt very caveman-y to me, so
it is. I do kind of feel like caveman because I came onto the podcast, and throughout most of the hour and a half we've been on together, I've been like, Argh.
You have been. You've been very testosterone-y over there. I don't even know, man. It's crazy.
It's fine. All right, so what? Just wrapping up. What do you have going on this week? Anything new and exciting?
Well, I'm kicking it here in lovely Charlotte, North Carolina this week.
Why?
Gonna just do some work. I got the NFL Female podcast on Wednesday night. We have Seth Payne coming on.
Seth Green?
It is good for me. No, Seth Payne. He was an NFL defensive tackle for 10 years, and now he's on the radio in Houston on CBS Radio.
Yeah, I know Seth. I follow him on the Twitter machine.
He's fantastic. And so we're lucky enough to have him join us. And I don't have any time to write anything anymore. So don't ever go look at me on NFL Female because I'm not writing anything. Who has time? That's it.
Well, you know Arif, right? Arif Hassan?
Yeah, I know of Arif. Yes. Yeah, I've spoken to him before.
Yeah. All right. So he's been on my show a number of times. And the dude is a cyborg. He writes for Vikings Territory, Daily Norseman, Vikings Journal, a whole bunch of publications. And I swear to God, the dude does not sleep. He just cranks out material. And all of his articles are like 10,000 words, and they're all awesomely written and a lot of content that very, very in-depth and detailed.
I don't know how people do it.
I don't know how he sleeps because sometimes I'll wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning so I can hit the gym like a person who eats Arby's meat mountains on a regular basis does. And then I'll just look at my timeline overnight, and it's ton of Arif stuff. He's just putting out a bunch of Vikings and football factoids, and it's literally around the clock. So I'm like, I don't think this dude sleeps.
I hear you. I have a friend like that who has a site, State of the Texans. He started from scratch, and now he's like the only website that has credentials to go see the Texans, everything. And he's the only person that he really trusts to cover the Texans. So he does all of his own stuff, and there's stuff every day, thousands of things, and it's just amazing how people do it. It takes me hours to write. Hours.
Because do you type with the old like hunt and peck strategy?
No.
Strategery?
I type really fast, but I'm like so anal about putting in details about stats and being sure I don't screw anything up because I'm not as confident in my like knowledge of specific schemes and formations and things like that. So, I'll go and fact check and make sure I have everything in its right place, and it'll only take me forever. Some people just know it.
And guard Xavier Fala was the 33rd pick of the 2014 NFL Draft, right behind 32nd pick overall, Teddy Bridgewater.
I have that one memorized, and it's Xavier Su'a-Filo. So
whatever.
It's not that hard.
The guard from UCLA, I'm not talking Russell Westbrook. Hello.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to smack you in the head.
Fast break.
It's going to hurt.
But we are done at Claire-vs-Carlson on the Twitter machine, latenightsportsradio.com. Besides your cool NFL female podcast that I have never been on, do you have anything else to plug?
Liar. Yes, you have been on it. That was like our most popular show of all time, Andy.
Well, I'm trying to get rid of it because I picked the Buccaneers and the Jaguars to win their divisions. I don't think that's happening. So it was obviously another Andy Carlson.
Oh, okay. My bad. My mistake.
Maroon for the win. I think he writes does a podcast about Georgia. I'm trying to think of a Maroon team. I can't.
A&M.
Yeah, whatever. Ugh.
See, you love Maroon. You love us.
Reggie McNeil was the most underrated quarterback in Aggies history. Print.
Shut up. You don't need to talk about the Aggies that way. Never mind. I take it all back.
Reggie McNeil. My plug, Vikings Saints recap show is live on purpleforthewin.com and iTunes, on Stitcher, on YouTube. I'm everywhere because I'm a big deal. And this week I'll be previewing Vikings Falcons with Scott Karasik, the Falcons columnist for Bleacher Report. So I don't know if you know this about me, Claire, but I kind of got it going on, like Donkey Kong.
Your network is quite extensive and impressive. I'm amazed at how you managed to fool so many people for so long.
I know. And you know what's crazy? The overall downloads of the podcast from iTunes and on the website surpassed 15,000 last week. And I know for a fact that at least 14,000 of them are not me.
Well,
so booyah.
Probably. I think you're embellishing that a little bit, but that's okay.
And the rest of them are cats. The rest of them are cats. A ring of Chinese hackers that I just have hit press F5 all the time on my website.
That sounds more like it. Okay, now That's why you know they're not you.
But we're out of here, so say goodnight, Claire.
Good night, Claire.
I'm Andy Carlson. Be good people and have some fun with your sports. We'll check you next week. Bye-bye.
The music was created and produced by Deeb. To hear more of his tracks, check out soundcloud.com/Deeb.
We're talking about practice.